what we are doing here is we are making an exposed zip. So the bag itself is going to be a very long bag, and then the top part of the bag is going to fold over like that. Okay, so you'll see here the bottom section here is going to be a solid color, and then the top section is going to be a patterned. And the bag's, you're going to fill the bag up halfway, and then this part's going to fold over like that. You're going to have the ears here, and it's going to hang. It's a crossbody bag, so you can put it across your body. So what we're looking at here is the different pieces that you need to cut for homework. So I'll send you a picture of this as well. So essentially, we've got the top part of the bag, which is the patterned section. Okay. The bottom part of the bag is the plain section. Now that can be vinyl or denim. You can cut the tops of your thighs of an old pair of jeans or whatever, or vinyl like plastic leather, yeah. But the top section needs to be some of your scraps, maybe from your pajama bottoms or cotton, because when we put the zip in, we don't want the fabric to be too thick on the zip section, on the pattern section, because we need to feel the zip teeth through the fabric. What we do want is we want to make the fabric a little bit thicker, so, or a little bit sturdier, should I say, not thicker necessarily. So do you see, this is the shiny side, and that's the plain side of interfacing. So interfacing is something where you iron, the shiny is the glue, you iron this onto the back of your thin cotton, and it makes it a little bit more sturdy. So your homework is going to be, we're going to be doing 2 of everything here. You're going to be cutting out from this interfacing. You're going to draw with your friction pen on the interfacing 28 centimeters by 23 centimeters. So it's going to be a horizontal piece of fabric. So if you've got a pattern on it, make sure it's horizontal. Or if you're doing inches, it's 11 inches by 9 inches. So this little marking here is the interfacing. So you're going to cut 2 pieces of interfacing at that size, 28 by 23. Then you take your piece of interfacing, which is already cut to the right size, you put it onto your big piece of fabric, yeah? So you've got your big piece of fabric here. Whoop. On the back of the fabric, you're going to take the glue side of the interfacing that's already cut to size, and the glue side you're going to put down onto your fabric, onto your big piece. Then you're going to iron it, and then it'll stick. Once it's stuck on, then you're going to cut around so that you end up having an interfaced piece of fabric. 2 pieces the same size, yeah? So that top panel needs to be interfaced. And it's probably going to be the patterned fabric. You see the pink here is the patterned fabric. The bottom panel is a 13 centimeter by 28 centimeters, also 2 pieces, or 5 inches by 11 inches. And that can be like a vinyl or something like that. We don't need that for the next class, so don't worry if you don't have that. I've also got some things that I can show you if you don't have thicker fabric like that. In theory, you can also interface some thinner fabric for that. We also will need lining. Now lining, you don't need an actual lining, shiny lining fabric. You can use cotton, so some of your other scrap cotton fabric, but it's also nice for it to be different to the top, because when I'm teaching you, I need you to know the difference between the lining and the outer. So it can be cotton, 28 by 33 or inches 13 by 11, portrait, 2 pieces, but cotton fabric. That we need for next time. We also need this piece of fabric. It's only this one, but we'll need a 28 by 3 centimeters. You see it's pink, it's the same pattern fabric as that. It's going to be a little bit of fabric on the end of the zip, so it needs to be the same as the top. So 1 piece of that, doesn't have to be interfaced. And make sure you've got enough fabric so that you can also make the crossbody strap from that. The crossbody strap is going to be very long, 130 centimeters by 6 centimeters. If you don't have a piece of fabric that's 130, you can make this length up by adding smaller pieces all to each other, and then you can make the strap. By the way, when we make this strap, it's a 1 centimeter seam allowance on this strap only. So it's a 6 centimeter width. You can cut your 6 centimeter strips, join them together, and then you can make your strap with your 1 centimeter seam allowance. This you can do for homework if you've got the fabric, but we don't need this for the next class. What we will need is this zip here. So the zip needs to be 28 centimeters or longer. It will be seen, so it needs to sort of match, or you need to think about the color. So we'll need the lining, 2 pieces of lining, 2 pieces of outer, the 1 piece for the ends of the zip, and the zip. So that, and we'll also need, if you want a magnet, so when it folds over like that, if you wanted to click, 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 I've got a magnet that you can buy for £1.50, but you don't have to use the magnet. Also, you'll need some of these metal things that will be hooking on. Can you see that over there? That's like a clip, a metal clip. So that you'll need as well. You can buy those, you can get those on the ends of lanyards. So maybe some old lanyards from conferences, if you've got 2 that are the same. I sell those for